You keep saying you're stuck, but you're not stuck. You're just fake. You keep wondering why nothing's working out, but the truth is, you're not being you. And God can't grow who you pretend to be. You think fake content helps you win. You think a perfect post equals progress. But guess what? Pretending to be something you are not is the very thing that's stopping you from becoming who you are. Fake grows fast. Yep, it do. But it dies quicker. Real takes time, but it lasts. If you're wondering why your platform, your audience, your purpose, or even your healing feels stuck, maybe it's because you're not giving them you. At least not the real you. You're giving them a filtered version of you, who you think they might want. We live in a world where filters, facades, and fake captions get more likes than the truth ever does. But here's the problem with that. When you keep creating content that doesn't reflect who you really are, you're not building a brand. You're building a prison. You're not growing because you're not showing. You're hiding behind trends instead of standing on truth, y'all. I'm finna give y'all some reasons why fake content stunts growth. I know I always say, like, there are certain things, that you heard, like kids drinking coffee or certain things, it stunts your growth. Don't do that, it's gonna stunt your growth. Don't do that, it's gonna stunt your growth. Well, I feel like don't be fake on your content, it's gonna stunt your growth. So, here are a few reasons. The first one is you attract what you pretend to be. I'm getting over a cold. You can probably hear it in my voice. But you attract what you pretend to be. Fake content attracts the wrong audience. When you create from a false version of yourself, you attract an audience that doesn't even know you. You end up trapped in a persona that cannot evolve because it was never you to begin with. Once you have formed a version of you that ain't real, you attract people who love the mask, not the mission. And now you stuck performing instead of transforming. Sorry, you stuck there. You cannot heal while hiding. Growth comes from exposure, real exposure, not fake exposure. If you're too busy pretending like you're okay, you'll never allow yourself space to actually be healed. What you hide, you cannot fix. Fake content breeds internal conflict. There's nothing more exhausting than waking up every day trying to maintain an image that does not align with your soul. That constant inner war stunts your mental, spiritual, and emotional growth. This is why you see so many people who was in the public eye start breaking down, because it just that internal conflict. It's like they don't know how to handle it because they had to have a certain image for so long, and it really ain't who I am. I'm trying to have this image. Y'all, it's so much, and I understand. I really understand it when I see it. Kids who were actors, and then you grow up as an adult, but people still look at you as a child actor. So many things, a certain image that you created that now you got to keep up with, and that's not good for you. And the fact is, nobody stays the same. We all grow, we all change, but some people feel like they get stuck in having to be that one person, that one thing all the time. It's crazy. Building a brand, here's another reason. Building a brand you cannot sustain because your fake content breeds internal conflict. So this goes together. Fakeness forces performance. It becomes exhausting trying to keep up with an image. And eventually that pressure steals the joy from your content. You ain't happy about making this no more. And the soul from your voice. I don't even care about this. I don't care about it anymore. I'm not even myself. I can't be me. It just starts feeling different. You don't like it. You miss the people who actually need you. Making fun, uh, fake content. You catching the eye to certain people that you really like shouldn't even be catching their eye, but you being fake. So you catching their eye, but really you want to be catching these other people's eye, and you ain't, cause you over there fake. So you need to stop it. The people who, the people you could have healed by your honesty, helped by your struggle, or moved by your truth, you can't find them, cause the algorithm or your persona, who you acting like you are, is pushing going towards this way, but really you need to be going the other way, because the real you is buried under aesthetics, algorithms, and approval seeking. You buried. You're not in the place where you need to be, and you'll never get over that feeling that you're gonna feel that. God can't bless who you pretend to be. You need to know that. We all need to know that. You pretending to be something, God, like, I can't bless that. I am not finna bless that fake stuff over there. I'm not doing that for you. God is real. God works with the real you, the messy, honest, uncertain you. When you choose authenticity over performance, you create room for divine alignment and purpose. There's anointing in your authenticity, power in your process. But if you're trying to be perfect, polished, and praised, you might be performing for applause instead of moving in purpose. Ain't nobody, y'all, ain't nobody got it all together. Ain't nobody perfectly polished. I know I am not. I'm working. I'm a work in progress. I'm constantly growing. I'm constantly changing. I'm not a perfect person. I'm not holy. Like, I'm not cleansed and washed away of all of my sins and stuff like that. I'm working towards it, and that's the honest truth of who I am. So I just feel like people, feel like you can't. It's so much involved with wanting to be fake or not show because you're not polished. But look, ain't nobody got it together. Okay, some people say they do. They might have it a little together, but I don't think anybody has it all together. That's my opinion. Anybody that says they have it all together, for real, no, I don't believe it. Not at all. Nobody has it all together. Fake content leaves you empty. So it may get you likes, it may get you shares, but deep down, you know it's not you. You feel unseen even while being watched, because the version people are praising isn't who you really are. I feel like I struggled, well, I didn't struggle with it, but it's something little thoughts that crept in my mind when I started creating my content, because it's like, well, nobody's watching my stuff. Like, I'm saying all the stuff that I want to say, and I want to be real to who I am. But then I post it and I'm not getting any views. So what's the point in it? So maybe I should just copy and paste what this person is doing over there. Or maybe I could do that, because then I get to what my goal and all of that stuff. But my goal was never to be fake or phony. My goal was always to be honest and real. So I cannot just be posting stuff just because then I get all of the views and stuff like that. So I just feel like I do not want to ever be stuck feeling empty because I was fake. I don't like fakeness. I don't like all of that. It just drives me crazy. I feel like it's important to just be real and be true to myself in order to just keep going and showing who I am truly. Fake is forgettable. I feel like fake has a lot to do with like going viral and trends and stuff. People do stuff, but it's like that's just for the moment. Like, I ain't gonna remember you. You fake, you phony. But real is memorable. People are tired of fake. I know I am. They crave connection. They want to see the scars, the behind the scenes, the oh, I almost gave up, y'all. A lot of those. Because that's what makes your story matter. That's what makes it relatable. And that's what makes it real. It's so much content out there that's fake. And I look at some of it and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I could never be caught in that. I don't want that. I could never. You're not growing because you're not being you. That's what you need to understand. And the scariest part, the longer you fake it, y'all, the more you'll forget who you really are. And I do not ever want to be caught in that situation. Like, just go ahead and be real so that you can be you for real. Like, you don't want to get caught up in forgetting who you are because you've been this fake person for so long. So many people are caught up in an image. Stop chasing perfection. Start choosing truth. Because growth doesn't come from pretending, it comes from showing up real. Stop feeding people a version of you that isn't even feeding you. You want me to repeat that? Stop feeding people a version of you that isn't even feeding you. The content you're afraid to post, the messy, the vulnerable, the raw, might be the very content that changes somebody else's life, including yours. So here's your reminder. You don't need to be perfect to be powerful. You just need to be real. I see y'all in the next video. It was good talking to y'all.